Welcome to the Notes and Solutions for day 25 of our GCSE 5-a-day, and we start with several questions just about the names of things. We need to make sure that we get this right for our GCSE. We're asked here about a 2D shape which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and our 6-sided shape is a hexagon. Now there's a nugget that I want you to go and have a look at if you've got that wrong, which is about the naming of 2D shapes. But when you do that, can I ask you not just to think about the sides of shapes, but think also about the angles of shapes? And this is one of the key changes that students need to make, to realise that the names of so many shapes are actually about angles. So the name of a hexagon is not a 6-sided shape, it's a 6-angled shape. And we see the same in words like triangle. The names of our shapes are telling us about the number of angles, but we tend to think about the number of sides. Don't forget the angles. Question 2 also requires us to understand what a word means. If we don't understand what this word means, we're going to not succeed in our question. We have 3 words for averages, all beginning with M. We have mode, we have median, and we have mean. This is the one that we're asked about today, and the median is the number in the middle. Now, the best way to imagine this is thinking of the median of the height of a group of people and that you line them against a wall from shortest to biggest. And that's what we've got to do here as well, is to get our numbers in order. Okay, so we've now put our numbers in order. To find the one in the middle, let's just work our way through either side, and we see that our one in the middle is 4. Nugget to go away and practice there is 49.02. If you want something a little bit harder on the median, then 49.11 and 49.15, where we deal with things in tables. So another 2 questions where we need to have the right words. So what types of triangle should we know? We should know about right-angled triangles. We should also know about isosceles triangles. We should also know about equilateral triangles, and the final word that we need to know in relation to triangles is scalene. And we should in our mind have little diagrams attached to each of those. So the right angled triangle has a right angle in it. The isosceles triangle has 2 sides which are equal and 2 angles that are equal. Don't forget the angles. Our equilateral triangle has 3 sides and 3 equal angles, and our scalene triangle is a triangle that isn't any of those others. So hopefully we can see here that we have 2 sides which are equal at 3.8. 3.9 is not. So what we have here is an isosceles triangle. Do try and make sure that you spell these words properly, and 26.07 might give you some more useful information there. Perimeter we've talked a lot about in our recent 5-a-day, so hopefully you can remember that this is the outside of the shape. We're going to walk round it. I'm going to walk round clockwise starting from here. So the length of the outside is going to be these 3 numbers added together. Make sure that we get them all down correctly. And this one as well. There we are. We've walked all the way round the shape. When we're adding decimals, make sure that all our columns are lined up, including the decimal point. 8 and 9 is 17. 17 and 8, 25. So 5 carrying over 2. 3, 6, 9, 11, 11.5. So our length here is 11.5. Please don't forget your units. Nugget to go and practice on century is 30.02. Okay. Now I'm going to come back to average here because we talked about averages in question 2. That was all about mean, mode and median. And you will sometimes see students try and do a average calculation with the numbers that are in this question. What this average means is that if we thought about the speed of this car over this first 25 minutes, we know that its speed will have varied, but we do know the distance it travelled, so we can work out what speed on average it travelled at. Okay. Now I'm going to use one of my favourite ratio tables here, and you must have seen me use these a lot now. So I know that in 20 miles we travelled 25 minutes. Now, what are our units of speed? They are miles per hour. MPH, or miles per hour. Okay, so that is how far do we travel in 1 hour. Now, of course, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So what I'm being asked is how far have we travelled in 60 minutes? Well, the first thing that we do with our ratio table is that we're going to find out how far we go in 1 minute. So if we've gone 20 miles in 25 minutes, what we've done in 1 minute is going to be 20 divided by 25. Now, I'm not going to do that on the calculator for you today, but that comes out as 0.8. So how far I go in 60 is going to be 60 times 0.8. Again, I'm not going to do that on the calculator today. 60 times 0.8 is 48. So our answer is 48 miles per hour. I think the best nugget to go and practice here is one on proportion that uses ratio tables in all sorts of other examples. Well, that's the end of our notes and solutions for day 25. Keep up your 5 a day. Keep watching these videos. Keep following the Century links and keep asking your teacher for help.